baking in the kitchen, the ganja we crush a bit. Take a hit and take a bite, y'all, cause we be loving it.
Welcome to We Be Loving It, and today I'll be your host. We'll be making our canna-infused olive oil, coconut oil, and butter. These are 3 essential products in making most of our canna-infused edibles. Well, just edibles, if you want to go that way. All right, let's get started. First, we're going to measure them out, 5 grams each. This is a good way to control your budget and control the strength of the product. Weed is expensive. Now that we have our 5 grams, we're going to make 10 foil pockets to place the weed in and to decarb it in the oven. This is essential in turning it from THCA to THC. Everyone likes to get high. And chop it up or grind it, but not too fine. You don't want to snort this. All right, now place it into your tin foil pocket. Make sure to spread it out, no crowding. You want to make sure everything gets a little bit baked so you can get baked. So we'll decarb at 240 in the oven for 20 minutes. Now this is to turn the THCA to THC. This is what gets you high. All right, now we just place this in the oven and wait. 20 minutes later. All right, now that we have our weed decarbed, we're going to put it in a jar container with a sealable lid. That's very important because you don't want to get water in the container. So place it inside. And now we're going to measure out a cup of oil. So this works for both olive and coconut. We're going to do the same thing. Just measure out a cup of oil and place it in the jar. All right, 1 cup of oil. And just pour it in. And seal it nice and tight. So you're going to want to set up on the stove before we place it in a pot of boiling water. And once it gets boiling, we'll place in the jars. Now for our weed butter, we're going to use 3 sticks of butter, 2 cups of water, and 5 grams of weed. This might seem low to most, but if you want it to be stronger, add more weed. If you want to be lighter, add less. But you want it to be consistent throughout your edibles. Now we are going to get some evaporation with this, and this is why we're pouring in the water, because that's what you want to evaporate, and it makes your product look less green and taste less grassy. So this is going to cook for 4 hours, only stirring occasionally. Stir it now that it's all melted, and then place in your jar for your oil next. And be careful not to burn yourself. And we're going to bring the boil down to a simmer. Now both products are going to cook for 4 hours. 4 hours later. Now that our butter and oils are done, now it's time to drain it. You may want to wear gloves for this part because you can get high with it absorbing into your skin. And you'll be high for the rest of the day. Make sure to have a safe container, either metal or glass, no plastic. You lose quality of product. And your strainer and cheesecloth. Place one into the other. This is to prevent plant matter from getting into your butter, and just be careful pouring it in because it is still hot. Now we're going to press out any excess butter. I'm using my spatula, but you can also use your bare hands, but hot butter is hot. Now we'll place this in the fridge overnight, and then next day you'll just drain out the water. You can save this and use it for making pasta if you like, or anything else. Next is our oil, and remember you may want to wear gloves for this part because you can get it through your skin. Strainer, cheesecloth, and then you just pour your oil in. Be careful, it is still hot. All right, just pour it in. And this works the same for both oils. And now we're just going to strain out the excess oil. I'm just going to spread this oil on my hand because I have nowhere else to be today. Now just put it on the shelf. Make sure to label it so you know what it is and no one else accidentally uses it. No need to have the children running around high. But it's a shelved product and it's ready to use, either for yourself or for our future edible products. Remember to like and subscribe and stay tuned for our future edible products.